ലോകജാലകത്തിലൂടെ നമ്മുടെ ജീവിത പങ്കാളിയെ കണ്ടെത്താൻ
വേൾഡ് മാട്രിമോണി
3.3 Global Trends Learning Objectives 1. What are the top 10 ways that the world is changing? 2. What is the pace of these changes? As the summary top trends suggest, we are living in exciting time and you're at the forefront of it. The world is changing in dramatic ways, and as a manager, you're in the best position to take advantage of these changes. Let's look at 10 major ways in which the world is changing. Well, characterize the first 5 as challenges and the next 5 as solutions. Top trends. Top 5 challenge trend. 1. Increasing concern for the environment. 2. Greater personalization and customization. 3. Faster pace of innovation. 4. Increasing complexity. 5. Increasing competition for talent. Top 5 solution trends. 6. Becoming more connected. 7. Becoming more global. 8. Becoming more mobile. 9. Rise of the creative class. Top 5 challenge trend. Increasing concern for the environment. We all seem to believe that the weather has been getting weather in recent decades, and analysis by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) suggest that there have been more catastrophic weather events in recent years than 10 to 20 years ago. 1. People are seeing the growing threat of global warming, which is leading to failing crops, rising sea levels, shortages of drinking water, and increasing death tolls from disease outbreaks such as malaria and dengue fever. Currently, 175 nations have signed the Kyoto Protocol in climate change and pledged to begin the long process of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. According to McKinsey Global Survey of Business executives across the world believe that business play a wider role in society and has responsibility to address issues such as environmental concern beyond just following the letter of the law to minimize pollution. More and more companies now watch the triple bottom line, the benchmark of how they benefits not just 1, profits, but also 2, employees, and 3, the environment as a whole. Companies realize they have to take bold steps to minimize their carbon footprint, create environmentally friendly products, and manage the company for more than just the next quarter's profits. Managers can't simply greenwash, pretend to be green through tiny steps and heavy advertising. Greater personalization and customization. We're no longer happy with cookie-cutter products. Consumers are demanding more say in products and services. One size no longer fits all. And that means tailoring products and services to meet specific customer preferences, and as companies sell their product globally, that tailoring has to meet vastly different needs, cultural sensitivities, and income levels. Even something simple such as a Tide laundry detergent can come in hundreds of potential variants in terms of formulation, powders, liquid tablets and additives, whiteners, softeners, enzymes, fragrances, unscented, mountain fresh, floral, and package size from single load laundromat size to massive family, economic sizes. Customization and the growing number of products mean managing more services and more products. For example, for just $4.99 plus shipping, you can create your own Kleenex oval tissue box, to managing for mass production won't suffice in the future. Faster pace of innovation. We all want the next new thing. and we want it now, new models, new products, and new variations. Companies are speeding new products to market in response to customer demands. The Finland-based mobile phone maker Nokia sells 150 different devices, of which 50 to 60 are newly introduced each year. The new variation and tailored to local languages, case colors, carriers, add-ons, and content. David Glazer, engineering director at Google, explained how his company adapts to this fast pace. Google has a high tolerance for chaos and ambiguity. When we started OpenSocial, an universal platform for social network applications, we didn't know what the outcome was going to be, so Google started running a bunch of experiments. We set an operational tempo. When in doubt, do something, Glazer said. If you have two paths and you're not sure which is right, take the fastest path. 3. Increasing complexity because we want more sustainability, more customization, and more innovation. Companies face growing complexity. Nokia's 50 to 60 new phone models a year all have 300 to 400 components, some of which contains millions of hundreds of millions of transistors. Those components have to arrive at the right manufacturing location. Nokia has 10 worldwide from whichever country they originate and arrive just in time to be manufactured, increasing competition for talent. We need people who can solve all these thoughts problem, and that's a challenge all by itself. According to McKinsey Global Survey of Trends, business executives think that this trend among all trends will have the greatest effect on their companies in the next 5 years. Jobs are also getting more complex. Consider people who work in warehouses, doing shipping and receiving at Intel. These workers were jokingly called knuckle-dragging box pusher, and now for using their brawn to move boxes. Now the field of transportation and shipping has become known as supply chain management. And employees need brains as well as brawn. They need to know science and advanced math. They're called on to do mathematical models of transportation networks to find the most efficient tracking routes, to minimize environmental impact, and to load the truck for balance, to minimize fuel use, and for speed of unloading at its destination. Intel now acknowledges the skills that supply chain people need. The company created a career ladder leading to supply chain master that recognizes an employees for developing expertise in supply chain modeling, statistic, risk management, and transportation planning. Overall, demand will grow for new types of talent such as in the green energy industry. At the same time, companies face a shrinking supply of seasoned and managers as baby boomers retired in droves. Companies will have to deal with shortages of specific skills. Top 5 solution trends: become more connected. We can now use the internet and World Wide Web to connect people with people as never before. By mid 2008, more than 1.4 billion people were online. That number continues to increase each year as developing world catches up with the developed world on internet usage. Through over 100 million websites, we can access information, words, sounds, pictures, and video with an is previously unimaginable. Become more global. We can now tap into more global supplier and global talent, whatever problem a manager faces. Someone in the world probably has the innovative products, the knowledge, or the talent to address the problem. And the internet gives managers to the tools to help problem find solution, customers find suppliers, and innovators find markets. The global problem we face will require people to work together To solve them, ideas need to be shaped and implemented. Moving ideas around the world is a lot less costly and generate less greenhouse gases than moving people and products around the world. Organizations and social movements alike are using social networking to help people find others with the skills and talent to solve pressing problems. Becoming more mobile, we can now reach employees, suppliers, and customers wherever they are. By the end of 2008, 60% of the world population's 4 billion people were using mobile phones. 5. And like internet use, mobile phone adoption continues to grow. The penetration of mobile phones is changing the way we do business because people are more connected and able to share more information. Two-way real-time dialogue and collaboration are available to people anytime, anywhere. The lost cost of phones compared with computers puts them in the hands of more people around the world, and the increasingly sophistication of software and services for the phone expand it is used in business setting. Phones are not just a voice communication device, they can send text as well as be connective device to send data. The fastest mobile phone growth is in developing countries, bringing connectivity to the remotest regions. Fishermen of the coast of southern India can now call around to prospective buyers of their catch before they go ashore, which is increasingly their profits by 8%, while actually lowering the overall price customers have to pay for fish by 4%. In South Africa, 85% of a small black-owned business relies solely on mobile phones. Nokia has 124,000 outlets selling phones in India, where half the population lives in rural areas, not cities.